In the world of BL dramas, love often comes wrapped in slow glances, warm silences, and heartbreaking truths. But sometimes, the ones who give their hearts fully are the ones who suffer the most. Loving someone isn't always enough. Sometimes, the bravest thing a character can do is walk away. Not because they gave up, but because they finally realized their worth. This video is for the characters who loved deeply, waited patiently, and deserved so much more than they got. Hello BL lovers, welcome back to BL Dramatic World. Your go-to place to get all the latest updates, reviews and recommendations of BL series and movies. So don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to get all the updates. Today I'm going to share my top 10 characters who are too good for their partners and how I wish they did not end up together. Just because two people have history doesn't mean they have a future. Misumi's love was real. Ritsu's regret wasn't enough. Misumi had been in love before, with Ritzu, the very same person he's now forced to survive the apocalypse with. Years prior, Ritsu cheated on him, breaking his trust in the most devastating way. It wasn't just infidelity, it was the kind of betrayal that dismantles your belief in people. For Misumi, being with Ritsu again means reopening wounds that never properly healed. It was not easy for Misumi to forgive Ritsu, and while watching the series I never felt that he got a sincere apology from Ritsu for everything he did with Misumi. You might all agree with me, you deserved better, deserve someone who respects him, admire him, not only love him. OU's love for Taye is soft at first. They reconnect after years apart, and slowly their friendship becomes something unspoken but intense. It's filled with hesitation, longing glances, late-night talks, the language of love when words are too risky. And when they finally admit it to themselves, their love explodes with color. It's raw, real, beautiful, but it doesn't stay that way. Taye's love is inconsistent. One moment, he pulls OU in with urgency and warmth. The next, he pushes him away with cold fear and indecision. He cheats. He lies. He hides. Not always maliciously, but always selfishly. Taye is in a battle with himself, between who he wants to be, what people expect of him, and what he actually feels. But while he figures himself out, OU is the collateral damage. One of my personal favorite series. I loved watching the journey of Yuki and Ido. Yuki is open-hearted, sincere, and emotionally honest. From the beginning, he loves Ido with a purity that is disarming. He wears his heart on his sleeve, believing in the strength of their bond, and holding on to the hope that their love can survive anything. What makes Yuki's emotional journey so devastating is the betrayal he experiences, not necessarily in the form of infidelity, but in the betrayal of trust, commitment, and shared dreams. Ido, out of fear and internal conflict, distances himself. He chooses a more socially acceptable path, leaving Yuki alone in the emotional space they once shared. They might get a happy ending. But I really wished Yuki got someone who valued him the way he is. Gave him the respect and care he truly deserves. Third is in love with someone who isn't just unavailable, he's careless with Third's heart. Kai flirts, sleeps around, and repeatedly sends mixed signals. All while knowing that Third loves him. And instead of stepping back or setting boundaries, Kai keeps him close just enough to never let him go. This is emotional cruelty dressed up as friendship. Third suffers in silence for 3 years, holding on to hope that maybe, someday, Kai will see him the same way. He lives in constant conflict, loving Kai, hurting for it, and still choosing him over and over again. Third tolerates pain in the name of loyalty. But Kai doesn't love him until it's almost too late. Mark meets V under circumstances that are emotionally messy from the start. V has a girlfriend. Mark knows this. But emotions aren't logical, and the chemistry between them is undeniable. They fall into a secret, complicated affair. V is selfish, indecisive, and emotionally inconsistent. He strings Mark along. He makes promises he doesn't keep. He lets Mark believe there's a future, while never fully letting go of his past. When V finally does choose Mark, it's after Mark has broken 100 times. I wish Mark gets a different and better ending. Xiao Bao might be one of the most charming, funny, and emotionally available characters. He loves Juan from the very beginning, but the suffering he endures for that love is unbearable. Assaulted, betrayed, used. And still, he loves unconditionally. What if he never accepted Juan back? I wish Juan had understood Xiao Bao's feelings earlier, so he didn't have to go through all that pain. Joe might be one of the most misfortunate characters from any BL series. He sacrificed his career and life for someone who only considered him as a stand-in for his love interest. Get a second chance and somehow became his own stand-in. Ming might have loved him endlessly, waited for him so long, while the whole world believed Joe has died, he was the only one believed that he is alive. Waited 2 years in Joe's old house, became an actor so that Joe could find him easily. But with love there were a mix of guilt. No matter how good Ming turned and how easily Joe forgave him, I could never do so. And wish they did not end up together. It's not about the story or how their relationship develops. It's about the bar scene, when Taye assaults Seahian and it's never mentioned again. There's no apology, no confrontation. As if it never happened. And that's enough for me to say, they should not have ended up together. Well, technically this should not be in the list as the series is ongoing. But still adding this one to the list just to let you know how frustrated I feel every time see Sorn to manipulate Jun's emotion. Honestly, I am loving to watch Bode and Oat's chemistry, but this Sorn character is really getting in my nerves. The series might going to get a happy ending. But I don't want that to happen. If you have not watched it yet, I would highly recommend you to watch this rom-com from Philippines. He's the type of person who overthinks every detail, not because he's insecure, but because he cares. Miko falls for Xavier, the classic popular guy with unexpected depth. Their connection starts through video calls, awkward, funny, and full of accidental honesty. As they work together on projects, walls come down. Xavier starts to show vulnerability. He loves Miko, at the same time cannot let go of his girlfriend. Xavier is caught between attraction and denial. They might end up together, but Xavier is a character who always creates doubt in Miko's heart, and it will not going to be an easy journey to continue. That's all for today. Don't forget to mention in comments if you disagree with me or want to add any character in this list. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into BL, heartbreak, and healing. See you in the next video. Until then, be dramatic.